The Regional Development Centre, RDC, at Dundalk Institute of Technology is vitally important to the region, and it's what makes us relevant. It's what prevents us from becoming an ivory tower. It's our bridge to local business and industry. In its 25 years, which we're celebrating today, it has engaged with over 1,000 entrepreneurs and has incubated 130 companies.
I think actually from a business point of view, it's all about the journey, and an award like this is recognising a particular stage of the journey. So as we go through the various phases, it's really important to stop and recognise what the business has achieved, but also I think it's really important for the RDC itself to recognise what it has done for the companies over the years, because they have stood behind a lot of the companies as they have developed, and the result of that of course is that some of us get awards as recognition, but it's largely about the RDC recognising what it has done for the region as well.
To receive this award today is a great recognition for what us as a company, Stat Sports, so it's not just about myself, it's about the team that we've developed. So guys that have been past and present with us, it's a good recognition of where we've grown in the last 4 or 5 years, and hopefully a sign of things to come in the future.
My engagement with the RDC started with the Student Innovation Fund, where I first met Garrett Duffy, and he told me about the fact that there was some funding available for doing a feasibility study for my idea that I had at the time. So I went through that, and from there got on to the Bright Ideas programme, which was another programme to develop the idea a bit further, and again from there on to the NEEPP programme, the NEEP programme, which was a year-long course where we got a lot of training. Again, you flesh out the idea, and the guys basically give you information on how to look for funding, because you all need funding when you want to start up a business. So very big impact on the whole start of the business, from just one little idea to it being an up and running business at the moment. I think I'd be in a different place without the RDC, in that they provided me with so much training, and they facilitated the beginning of the business. You know, maybe it wouldn't have been possible whatsoever if it wasn't for them. Although I do think that I have stubbornness, but it would definitely be in a different place if it wasn't for the RDC.
I think the primary advantage of the engagement has been in the area of succession, having engaged in the Success Through Succession programme, and it has focused me and the company on the need for such a process, and has identified the key steps required to achieve that as a bumpless transfer in the future, and indeed to protect the company, because succession is not simply about management and engagement with the company per se. There's a broader aspect to it, which is the external dimension that may impinge on that through marital relationships and, dare I say, breakdown and coping with all these things, and having planned for these things through shareholder agreements, etc., etc. So that's been a huge benefit to us.
Well, I suppose you need to stop every so often, to realise what you have achieved, and business is tough. And I think one or two of the other contributors today said, it's nice to be in a room where people have achieved and it's doable. And I think anyone who wants to go into business, who needs the support of something like the RDC, you can go for it. And I think you've got the support there, you've got the kind of collegiate kind of environment to share your problems, share your solutions, and hopefully have a successful business.
It's really lovely just to get the award, to have the recognition of talent in the area, and to be in the room with so many talented individuals.
The engagement between the school and the RDC has meant that we can keep in touch with what's going on in industry. It means our academics can keep up to date with current developments. It gives academics an opportunity to work with industry in the region. In particular, in the School of Informatics and Creative Arts, the RDC has been extremely important because it actually was involved in the genesis of the school, because the initial drive to creating a cluster of creative industries in the region came largely from within the RDC, and a number of projects that the RDC was heavily involved in have been key to the development of the school as it moved from a strong technology base, and we are now engaging with the arts. So the whole purpose of the school is to have a mix of technology and the arts, and that has been very successful. The RDC has been very important in that.
Receiving today's award really is an absolute honour for ourselves across the whole team that are in DigiWeb. We have been based here in the region for a long time now. Sometimes you look at businesses and wonder if they're overnight successes, but we've been plugging away steadily, building the business block by block. And to receive an award from this with a group of people that were here today, business leaders, other entrepreneurs, advisors and the entire support network that's here really is a huge accolade for us.
Well, the link between the Regional Development Centre and the college is vital to the success of the Regional Development Centre, and it's really the academic expertise and the research expertise within the institute that makes our job much easier in terms of linking back to the needs of industry. So it is a vital link. The Regional Development Centre has always been the interface between the college and the outside world, and I think going forward we will only go ahead in strengthening and deepening that role.